home stretch here at Ready, Set College, our fourth and final segment with Emily Stevenson from Rutgers University. You've heard all this great information. Sounds like a pretty darn good school, doesn't it? How the heck do you apply? So let's start there. I'm going to put something up on the screen for you to take a look at. Emily, the floor is yours.
All right, so our application is actually a lot like the UC system. You're going to find it online. It is our own application. When you fill it out, we're going to obviously ask for your basic demographic information. It's a $65 application fee. You can apply to up to 3 schools at Rutgers with the same application. So if you think maybe you're interested in engineering and business, but you're also not really sure, you can apply to engineering, business, and arts and sciences. Arts and sciences is our largest school, houses the most majors. You do not have to decide which school you're attending until May 1st, the National Decision Day. So you have time to do your research, visit campus, talk to professors. You can be admitted to one of those 3 schools. You can be admitted to all 3 schools. So it really depends on your credentials, since we do admit by school. There's a self-reported academic record, just like the UCs, where you take your unofficial transcript and put those grades into our system. And then also there's a personal statement, and we ask for your extracurricular activities, and then of course your official test scores as well. So.
And refresh my memory, early action, early decision.
We have early action. We don't have early decision. We have early action of November 1st and regular action of December 1st would be your deadline. And then once you apply, you'll hear back, and then we'll also notify you of scholarships a little bit later on, and then again, May 1st is the national deadline to let us know.
All right.
Yeah.
So I hope you paid attention. I hope you now have an understanding of, is this a good fit? Should I be out researching this school a little bit more? Should I be thinking about New Jersey? Maybe. Take a good look. If you have additional questions or concerns before the end of the show, we'll put Emily's information up on the screen so you can reach out and contact her with any questions or concerns you might have. But before we let her go and before we wrap up our show, there's another topic that's really important to me that I wanted to make sure you guys heard about, which is we hear about this idea of making a connection and demonstrating your interest to colleges. Well, that generally is a small to medium-sized private school. Not necessarily, what about the large-size public schools? Don't they care? As a general rule, the answer is sometimes. Emily's here to tell you a different story. So what would you say is so important about a student making a connection with someone like yourself at a large public school?
We definitely value connecting with students. We, there's a reason I live here in San Diego, that I'm regionally based to work with students from Southern California. We have a regional representative up in Northern California as well for the same reason. It's very important to connect with us. One, we can answer any questions you have if you have any concerns. Let's say you want to visit campus. We could actually set up a personalized visit for you. So yes, we'll have you take the big tour around campus, but maybe you want to talk to a professor or you want to talk to another out-of-state student. We're more than happy to help you with that and to make sure that you get the most out of your visit to campus because you're coming from so far away. We want that time to be valuable. We want you to really be able to weigh out, is Rutgers a good fit for me? Other reasons, because we're a large school, we want to know, who you are. When you're applying and we're looking at your application, I may not be the person that reads your application because we are so large and because of the way we read applications, but you better believe that if I think you're a good fit for Rutgers and I think you're genuinely interested, or I really think that Rutgers is where you should be attending, my office is going to know who you are. I'm going to let them know, hey, I talked to this student, they're really interested. We do track when you come talk to me at a college fair, if you talk to one of our alumni, we do keep track of that in our system as well as demonstrated interest. So.
And that's something that we've talked about a number of times on our show, is demonstrating your interest to colleges. It's not common that a large public school is tracking that information, and they do pay attention. So here is an exception to the rule. So realize that if you bump into Emily at a college fair here in Southern California, you should probably fill out the information card. You should probably get an information card from her. And you should probably send her an email informing her of some information about yourself, why you're interested in the school, or simply to thank her for her time. It's one thing I will tell you in my travels is people like Emily, who travel all over the country, work very hard, don't earn the money they very well deserve, to be perfectly honest with you. And it's really nice every now and then for someone to say, hey, thank you for giving me a couple minutes of your time. I really learned a lot and I appreciate it. And along those lines, I do appreciate you taking the time to drive from San Diego up to our studios here in Santa Clarita. Emily Stephen, it has been a pleasure having you on our show. Thank you for giving your time, energy, and effort to our show. She is the Regional Director of Recruitment at Rutgers University. I hope you guys learned a lot. Come back and see us next week when we have a brand new episode here on Ready, Set,